For the first problem, it's f of x equals x plus 2 to the second power and x minus 3 to the third power. So you set both of these to 0, and then so you get x plus 2 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0. For this one, you subtract 2 on both sides because it's a positive 2, and you get x equals negative 2. For this one, x minus 3 equals 0, you add 3 to both sides, so you get x equals 3. And then after you look at the exponent, for this one it's positive 2, so you get so it's an even and it kisses. For this one it's a 3, so it's an odd and it shoots through. Graph A is the correct one because at negative 2 it kisses and at 3 it shoots through. Graph B is wrong because at negative 2 it shoots through and at 3 it kisses when it should be like this.
To simplify this problem, there are two ways. It is foil or the box, and in this problem we're gonna show you how to do the box.
To set up the box, you put one equation on the top and one equation on the bottom.
The first box r squared, and the second box negative 7r, and the third box 2r, and the last one 14x.
Once you finally finish your box, you write out all of the answers. Then you combine like terms, and your final answer will be r squared minus 5r minus 14. Obviously A is correct. However, if you got D as your answer, that was because you distributed incorrectly. If you got C as your answer, the reason why it's wrong is because instead of considering the negative when you had negative 7r and 2r, you only added the 7r and 2r without considering the negative. And B is incorrect because you combined like terms instead of using the box method.
So for problem number 3, you have the problem b plus 7 to the power of 2. You don't have to distribute the power of 2, but instead break it down into two separate problems. So it would be b plus 7 and b plus 7. So for this, you would have to use the box method.
And now, after setting up the box, we will multiply. So b times b is b squared. 7 times b is 7b. 7 times b again is 7b. And 7 times 7 is 49. Next step is combining like terms.
And so now we combine like terms. And this is your answer.
Simplify 2x plus 6 parentheses 7x plus 7. You're going to distribute 8 to 7x and 7. You're going to get 56x plus 56. When you combine like terms, you add 2x to 56x and you get 58x plus 56. The answer is B.
This is number 5. We're going to use a graphing calculator to find the relative minimum, relative maximum, and zeros of y equals 3x cubed plus 15x squared minus 12x minus 16. So we plugged in y equals 3x cubed plus 15x squared minus 12x minus 60 into the graphing calculator, and this is the graph we got. If you select on the points, you get 0, 0.361, comma, negative 62.23 and 6, negative 20, negative 3.694, comma, 37.792, and negative 5 and 0.
So the relative minimum is 0.36, comma, negative 62.24, and the relative maximum is negative 3.69, comma 37.79.
So therefore the answer is going to be B.
For problem number 6, you have to factor completely and then name the polynomial based on its degree and number of terms.
The formula is 2 minus 11x squared minus x plus 6x squared.
So the first step of simplifying the problem by combining like terms is negative 11x squared and positive 6x squared. And then what you're going to do is combine them both and you'll get negative 5x squared.
So once you get negative 5x squared, you bring everything down.
So right after you do this, you put the problem in order. So the first, you put 5x squared minus 8x plus 2. So these are the options that you were given. The only one that fits our answer is A. And the reason why it's a quadratic trinomial is because there are 3 numbers and it is a quadratic. If it's the quadratic skeleton of ax squared plus bx plus c. This being your A, this being B, and this being C.
Thank you, Mr. Ng.
For number 7, 9y minus 1, parentheses 6y squared minus y minus 4, we'll be multiplying these two functions and we'll be using the box method. On the top, we'll use the function with the highest degree, which is 6y squared minus y minus 4. On the far left, we'll write 9y minus 1. We will then multiply 9y times 6y squared, which will equal 54y cubed, and then 9y minus y, which would equal 9y squared. We will then multiply 9y minus 4, which would equal negative 36y. We continue on by going down, which is negative 1 times 6y, which would equal negative 6y squared, negative 1 times negative y, which is positive y, negative 1 times negative 4, which is positive 4. Now once you get all your total, you want to combine like terms. You would get 54y cubed minus 15y squared minus 35y plus 4. And that'll be your grand total.
Number 8 says, what are the properties of the point 0,3 in this graphed function? As you could tell, 0,3 is a maximum point and it is passing the y-axis. So it is the first one says it is relative minimum and a x-intercept. As you can tell, it's not passing the x-intercept, it's passing the y. So A and B are not the answers. It is relative minimum and then y-intercept. It is not minimum, it's maximum. So the only answer that it could be is D, because it is maximum and it is passing the y-axis.
Go.
So we got question number 9, and the question was, what is the graph of the polynomial y equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus x and minus 2, and our answer was
Okay, so since our answer was C, we knew that it couldn't be a U. Beautiful. Because when it forms a parabola, we know that the leading degree has to be even number, like squared, but since it's odd number, like 3, we knew that it was going to form one of these things. That.
the reason why it wasn't any of the other answers is because the last side goes up. And when the last side goes up, it means it's negative, and it was a negative and it was a positive, so the right side must go up.